morning, noonday, evening, whatever the fuck you want to call it. I call it goddamn whatever time of the fucking day you want to be. You get a little zoom in so you can get your boy a little better than what you want him to see him in. Goddamn. That jam you're hearing is get it in. Get it. Let me take that bitch back. That is the Naked Girls, Shamika Michelle and Chris Clark. Somebody asked me, had the nerve to ask me, why do you always say Shamika Michelle first? Because she invented the goddamn Naked Girls, you fucking idiot. Use your head. Yes, sir. We like to start off with our own jam. Tell them what they got to do this dance, Shamika. Watch me do the get it. Watch me do the get it.
When I hit the club, all eyes on me. Every man watching cause he like what he see. I freak this shit easily. Naked Girlz. I can't wait till I hit the flow. When I'm in the groove, I take control. My body move and make you wanna stick it. Now watch me get it. My ladies, we're on the move. Stepping out just for the fuck of it. Bad bitches, we're coming for you. Don't try and stop us now. Let's get naked. Get it, girl. Watch me do the get it.
Family, that is the Naked Girls with their new hit, Get It. I want to start off today, family. We got a new subject. The call-in number is 919-292-5374. Again, the call-in number is 919-292-5374. I want to discuss one thing in particular, but I also want to discuss whatever you guys want to discuss, because this is what I call the midday fuck-off. Well, I just fuck off in the middle of the day. When I ain't got nothing to do, I just fuck off. Where I got that word from, I've been saying it a long time, but it makes more sense to me now that my man Malcolm Isaiah Turner, he said they fucking off the money. So I like the way he said fuck off. So I'm going to entitle this the midday fuck off. Let me make sure I can hear myself through both headphones. I can hear myself through that. Okay, it seems like I'm a little more clearer in the left ear, which is I realize why that is, because I'm not going through the line tape, but I didn't want to be our new line tape cable. Now, what I want to discuss today is Mike Vick. Mike Vick come out and say some ill shit about Colin Kaepernick. Now, what I realize, I can actually play that for you onto this YouTube feed, but that takes a lot of more work, a lot of more practice, a lot of more learning stuff. Now, I have a lot of shit to do. I'm always trying to hustle up a dollar, and that's part of what these new videos is about. Is me hustling up a dollar. It's a PayPal link. You can go to my PayPal. I'm gonna create this super chat so you can donate to this anytime. You can donate through the Patreon. I don't even understand what the fuck that is. I set it up, but I'm like, God damn, that's a little bit too much stuff to do. So y'all share this. Let people know to 12 p.m. Eastern Standard Time is what I call the midday fuck off. And today I want to talk about goddamn Mike Vick. This son of a bitch then come out and said Colin Kaepernick needs to cut his fucking hair. This fucker said one of the reasons Colin Kaepernick does not have a contract is because of the way he looked. He said not only does all the stuff he's saying, it has something to do with the way he looked. Is this not the same motherfucker that came in the NFL with cornrows? Is this not the same motherfucker that got a Nike contract with cornrows? But then they busted him for being a nigga, doing nigga shit, fighting dogs, and all of a sudden they want to make him do this, and they made him do this, and made him pay this back and pay that back. Now this motherfucker got the nerve to come out and talk about Colin Kaepernick. Now, I always have said Michael Vick was a subpar quarterback. He was very good running the football, but he wasn't able to transition like most black quarterbacks. See, Cam Newton was able to run the football and transition. You got a motherfucker like Steve McNair, who's a pocket quarterback, who would be mobile. You know, it was hard to get him down, but Steve McNair was more concerned about throwing the ball down the field. Guys like Warren Moon, you know, they were prototypical quarterbacks. Michael Vick could take off running in a motherfucker. Cam Newton used to be the same way. And goddamn, what's the boy? RG3 was the same way. You see, that shit don't last in the NFL. So Michael Vick go out and he's the poster boy for niggerdom, cornrows, and fighting dogs. Motherfucker, you a millionaire and you fighting dogs, and you got the nerve to come out and say Colin Kaepernick need to cut his hair. Now, this is the thing that bugs me out. Why the fuck do you say Colin Kaepernick needs to cut his hair? Motherfucker, you had cornrows. It bugs me out and weirds me out when these black men get emasculated. Now, they think emasculation to me, everybody say emasculation is and soft and being girly, blah, blah, blah. Emasculation to me is when you say something that goddamn stupid. When you say something as stupid as to let white supremacy have you talking like that. Obviously, somebody asked this motherfucker to say some shit like that. I like to be more centered up. Let me see, can I get myself in the center? Obviously, somebody asked this nigga to say some dumb shit like that to represent a black quarterback. See, what they do is they say, if a black quarterback is saying it, a black quarterback who's been in some trouble and some controversy says it, if he says it, then it must mean true. You know, Vic trying to stay relevant. That's exactly what you mean, brother. He's trying to stay relevant. But stupid. Very goddamn stupid. He's sitting up there with his fucked up ass head. I thought the guy was a handsome guy when he had his cornrows. I see why he had his cornrows. The motherfucker looked like a goddamn dweeb up there with a regular haircut. You know, this motherfucker gets the second chance for fighting dogs. Now, fighting dogs, what is that? Is fighting dogs any differently than killing bears, killing deer, killing goddamn fish, catching them out the water, snatching their mouth out, throwing them back in? Is it like going over to Africa hunting giraffe? Y'all motherfuckers go to Africa and hunt giraffe. Giraffe are so graceful and peaceful, and they just be walking around. And you mean to tell me y'all motherfuckers go to Africa and hunt fucking giraffes? Are you fucking kidding me? Y'all motherfuckers going to Africa hunting animals that don't even get away. A giraffe will walk up on you like, hey, how you doing? I'm a giraffe. Look at my neck. It's long. What are you? Bow! And you shoot the motherfucker. Are you fucking crazy? Are you fucking crazy? Fighting dogs ain't even bad to me. That ain't nothing. Fighting a fucking dog? Are you kidding me? Dogs like to fight. You didn't know dogs like to fight? You ever seen two dogs warring over some pussy? They're gonna fight. That's nature. The female dogs make the dogs fight before she fucks. She don't want to fight the loser dog, the weak dog. She want to fight the strong dog with the strongest grip. She figure if he got a strong grip, a strong upper chin, his neck good, his wrist good, he gonna make a strong offspring for her. Because one day she may need that dog to go do some shit for her. You never know. But motherfucker, this nigga then got out of jail, got a chance to be back in the NFL. He get out and kind of flops, and he come out and said Colin Kaepernick needs to cut his fucking hair. Ain't that some shit? I think they were more upset at him drowning and shocking to death. Well, goddamn, once the dog done got his ass whooped, we shock him out. You know, once the dog done got his ass whooped, you drown him. I would rather them just put a goddamn bullet in his head because you don't want the dog to be suffering. So the shocking him out was a quick way of taking him out. It was some heinous shit. You know, niggas like to get off doing some shit. No different than the shit Jeffrey Dahmer and them boys like to do. But my thing is this. At the end of the day, what do y'all think about his comments? Now, this show, this is my first 12 o'clock fuck hour show, and my phone won't let me share it, but I want to share it to Facebook, and, you know, it won't let me do it. But so fucking what? At the end of the day, I'm cool with these 8 people that's on the line right now. I think I got, 16 people on the line? I'm cool with that. You know, I've been thinking and analyzing, and I set this Patreon shit up. And Patreon is a way that people can support you, and you can set it up so they can't watch it. You know, all that shit. I just be like, why you got to do all that? Why can't I just say, hey, people, anybody want to help me out, throw me something? I got to set up. My man was telling Patreon, they can't even watch you. But I want them to watch me. I want them to get the information. I want them to learn. I want it to help my race. I just want those to voluntarily that want to help to have an avenue to pay. But then I know how motherfuckers be. You know what I'm saying? But Patreon, I looked at that. They got it set up. You can charge this much. You can charge that much. You can charge this much. Like Patreon, I can actually set it up and say, hey, I'm doing a comedy show tonight. I'm charging $25 for y'all to watch. And you can't watch for $20 unless you have $25. Now, the business-minded man is going to say, that's it. The business-minded man don't give a fuck if he get 2 viewers. He made $50. 4 viewers is $100. To me, that's a job. To make $100 a day cash out of a hustle, that's a fucking job. Now, the businessman is like, I don't give a shit. I don't give a fuck about nobody, what nobody think. I want to make this fucking $100 a day. But it's not about the money to me. I want as many people to see this shit as possible so that we can get some help and our race can be changed in the process. Let me move this camera so I can put it up so I can make more eye contact with you instead of looking at the screen. Hold on a second. I got on my 12-year-old jeans. You know what I'm saying? I always keep shit. Had to slim back down for these motherfuckers. I got on my young boy jeans. Let me move this camera. No, they not quite 12. They about 10 years old. There we go. There we go. Now let me zoom that bitch out a little bit. Beep, beep. Now there we go about right there. There we go. Now, I got on my jeans because when I first got with Chris, y'all know I'm random as shit. I told her, don't buy me nothing big. And she went out and bought me these fucking $100 jeans. And I was like, $100 jeans? Goddamn, I'm going to never get rid of these as a joke. But I like patches. I have a style called Fresh, Long, and Tattered. Let me move this. What the fuck am I so OCD about centers? I have a style that's called Fresh, Long, and Tattered. Yeah, that's why I'm not good for the live. I have a style, I call it Fresh, Long, and Tattered, flat. And I was like, I'm going to always keep these jeans because I want to motherfucking put patches in and shit and keep them. So, you know, I always keep shit. So I patch these motherfuckers up. You know what I'm saying? I patched them up. All the holes that came, the holes in the middle, all that shit, I patched the motherfuckers up. And I have about 10 pair of them. So I'm going to probably start wearing them again. Because I don't really care about name brand clothes. I want to set trends and shit. I want to be the motherfucker that show us that we don't have to live by the beat of their motherfucking drum. But this Patreon shit is like, you could just set it up. You can't look at nothing unless you pay me $2, $3, $4. And that's so rigid. That's so business-minded. But I need funds to do what we got to do. We got to get this naked girl shit on the road. We got a school we got to open. We got motherfucking... And see, this is the thing. The sister asked me, she said, what are you doing? What have you... I said, shorty, we bought a building. We own this. Like, we bought a building from CD sales of CDs, from Naked Girls material. We bought a building. Like, why can't people see that we are really doing what we say we're doing? And we're not asking for money. Now we are. Well, I am. I don't know what they're going to do. But hey, they going to set their shit up, I'm assuming. It's a wonderful thing. What's the link to the PayPal and or Patreon? I got to put the link to that up. The link to the PayPal, I think I can put that up. The link to the Patreon is it's like, I don't even know if I'm going to use that. Because it's another medium to use. And to me, it's outright fucking, I don't know. To me, it's outright, if I get on here and I say some dope shit that teach y'all something, right? Say if I say some dope shit that really teaches y'all something, all right? Say if I say some dope shit that really teach y'all something. It's an actual link that goes straight to the Bears and Bubbles account. Right there. Boom. Let me post that bitch again. Now, say if I get on here and say some dope shit that's majorly funny and it really changes your outlook on life. I'm happy that your outlook on life has changed and you spread the truth. I don't need your money for that. That's what Patreon is to me. Patreon is saying, if you want to hear what the fuck I gotta say, nigga, pay me. And the thing is, people say I should be more like that. Well, if I was more like that, I wouldn't have made one fucking video at all. So you have to understand the nature of the man. If Shamika and Chris was like that, you wouldn't have never saw a free video. They would have just been like, pay me, fuck you, pay me. And I see people all the time, they have these things set up. I see a lot of times people have these things set up and they be getting paid for talking about shit like Cardi B or this, that, and the other. You know what I'm saying? I just believe pay it's just rigid. It's like saying pay me or you don't get to listen. What about the single mother that needs to hear what I gotta say? What about the young man that needs to hear what I have to say to help change and better their life? What if they don't have a fucking credit card to pay anything? What if they work hard every day and they got money and they trying, but they just ain't got a bank account yet? Or what if they literally don't have anything to give? Should they be excluded? So what I do is I try to rely on the hearts of the great. The Bible, is so much knowledge in the Bible. The Bible said we that are strong should support the infirmities of the weak, the weaknesses of the weak. So I just rely on, I'm going to rely on, and people buy detox. That's what I always be like, buy detox, get some back in return, like get some life, cleanse your body, get some health in return. But I guess it's like this. I was that kid in school who didn't have a father. And I'm going to break it down. Y'all share this for me through YouTube or get your people to watching. I'm going to share something to you in my life of why I am like I am. I was that kid in school that didn't have a father. And sometimes I get emotional touched talk about the subject. I didn't have a father and my mother wasn't concerned about extracurricular shit. So stuff like football, basketball, sports, go-kart, stuff like that. I was a product of someone else always paying for me. Do you understand that? Someone's dad always paid for me. Someone's dad always gave me a ride home. Someone's mother always kicked in for me. So can you see how it's harder for me to say, if you don't have some fucking money to give, you can't get this life. That's what the pastors are doing. That's what the church is doing. Now, if I was a motherfucker that just came up a certain way, blah, 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 I'd be like, fuck it. But I was that kid who always was the one the day before the game, sad, wondering, worried, nervous, because we all had to have burgundy socks and white shoes with burgundy letters. I was always that kid worried and sad because I knew I didn't have the money. My mom wasn't going to get them. And then somehow, some way, I always got what everybody else on the team had because there was a person, there was a mother or a father that understood and didn't want me to be singled out. If I am a product of that, why would I rob someone else of that? And this is life-giving information I'm giving, much more so than a fucking pair of shoes. I don't think people get that. You have to understand that thing right there, that right there, we are shaped. We are shaped. Our blue is shaped by our experiences, who we are internally. You understand? That's not pink, that's blue. That's the love that was put in me for people, the compassion, the empathy. That's how I just bust out crying and talk about it. That's the sensitivity in me. That's what make me want to help a single mother with a son without a father. Now the motherfucker that's like, yo, I got the AAU league, I charge $400, buy your own kid jersey, travel them all over town. That's greed. That's pay me for my talent. I play basketball. I know how to play. I can show your kids something. Pay me for my talent. I play football. I'm washed up, but I know I can. Y'all don't understand. So the ones that do understand are the ones that I be like, yo, voluntarily help. Because at the end of the day, let's keep it funky. Like Coley said, exactly, we can't purposefully monetize every fucking thing. That's why I left the church. I used to travel with the pastor, and I'd inherit T.D. Jakes and all these guys. They said we have to monetize the congregation. That's why we have so many AAU leagues and football leagues, and the boys still gay as shit, and the boys still disrespectful. Because men are charging single black mothers to spend time with their children in sports, football and basketball. And some of them boys ain't even supposed to be out there. Mama just want their kid on a team, or mama believe it's going to bring camaraderie. But what you're doing is you're sending some boys out there that's already faggot, and you're putting them in a situation where they can be in the locker room looking at boys. So you whetting their appetite. But you got all these motherfuckers charging for this. And I'm not saying everybody to do it, but we just got too goddamn many of them. So, the weird thing is, that's my makeup. That's the blue in me. That's the thing that makes me get up in the morning and teach a class for free. Been doing it for 6 fucking months. Now, I could have got up for 6 months straight and in the very same way. It's the comedy show with Jay Clark every morning at 6:45. Wake you up, get you happy. I need $5, $2 a donation from anybody to get on. But then are you really a light? Lights just glow. And when lights get weak, they get energy from somewhere. I don't understand. I don't understand. It's weird. Somebody call in. Tolliver, Coley, call in. Somebody call in. Because Coley is similar to me. Like, we worked in group homes. We seen the negatives of kids coming up without. I just don't understand, like on some real shit, like real talk, on some real shit. Like, let me turn these down. These is 1 and 3. Let's see. I'm on number. Yo. Okay, I'm on number 3. I be fucking shit up. But what I'm saying is, I can sit back and remember receiving help. So I give help. And the law of attraction, if I believe it, it says that the ones that should help will. But that Patreon shit is like, I don't give a fuck. Now, some specialized shit, I can see that. Now, if me and my wife gonna open up our marriage to the open, deep shit, the real shit that motherfuckers would want to hear, and the real counseling, that would might be some Patreon to be for. Like, it costs you $50 for every one of them sessions. Like, bill it like this is marriage counseling. We do this shit twice a week, once a week, or whatever. Motherfuckers that really need marriage counseling. But I have had people call us for marriage counseling. We talk to them free. You know what I'm saying? Let me get my sister Misty on. Misty, you on?
Peace and blessings. What's up, brother?
What's good, sister?
You know what? I wanted to call in, and I'm on my way to North Carolina to Durham Thursday. I need you to call me later. But
all right, that's what's up.
Sitting and listening to you, and you know my heart. When for some reason when you get teary-eyed, I get teary-eyed. But we really need to. I have to come on and say, I watched you. Been following you for 2 years, but these last 6 months for me has done. Oh my God, I don't have a word to describe from where I was in February to where I am now, and it was because I got up in the morning and I listened to the Bears in the Bubble. You know what I'm saying? I'm listening to YouTube videos of Abraham Hicks. That 113 minutes, 13 second one, I listened to that for 30 days straight.
Mm-hmm.
I started believing in myself. My self-esteem was shot. My self-confidence was shot. I felt helpless. I was depressed beyond anything anybody can. Not eating, lost 30 pounds. You know what I'm saying? It was my world shifted. And all I had to hold on to was the Bears in the Bubbles. You ain't asked nobody for no money. I ain't never heard you. Even when Deidre set up the account, you was not feeling that shit. And those of us that follow you, Jay, we know we gonna have your back, brother. We gonna make it happen together. But the new listeners that may be listening right now, that's tuning in, this brother ain't ever asked us for a damn thing. This brother loves his people. And if we don't see that, I mean, getting in the car, driving way to Texas, I mean, the whole Durham team, that's why I'm getting ready. My car in the shop right now because I need to get it fixed or make sure it's highway drivable. I'm going to do 12 hours by myself because Source told me to come down there. I could make it to Texas, but I'm coming down there to Round Table. This is what we had to do. We had to be the village. If it costs money, we go out to the bar. How many people go to happy hour? Buying bullshit-ass clothes, labels, shit that define them, shit that brands them physically. But walking around ignorant, walking around depressed. It's that mask, brother. I just want to say I thank you from the bottom of my heart because you changed my life. And not only me, I'm watching lives being changed via these videos, via dialoguing and connecting with those that are blue. My sister.
I met your sister.
She's Jesus. When I told my sister about you, I said, now look, I know you in the church, so don't forget the whole religious stuff. Take Jay's message. He cussed all that. My sister started calling me. You on your high bubbles? I'm like, look at my sister. I'm seeing the transformation in my sister that I have never seen, and she's been in church 30 years. And church couldn't do it for her. Church didn't do it for me either. But my sister's been in church 30 years, and I still watched her be depressed. I've never seen her more happy than I have since she started following you. I was surprised she would even follow you, Jay, honestly, because she loved Jesus, and that's her thing. Help this brother, y'all. We gotta help each other. We gotta help each other.
Misty.
So I just want to call in. What's up?
I appreciate that shout out because it's like people think I'm on here saying help me get a fucking Candyland Bears and Bubbles out in the world. I'm saying help me get mental clarity out in the world. When this shit jump, y'all know me. Everybody gonna eat off of this shit. Everybody gonna eat and eat good. everybody's brand, everybody's dream, everybody's vision. That shit is going. My mission is to bring a group of superheroes together that understand this shit, and we beat everybody's step two. We make this shit jump. I met your
That's right.
sister. Your sister was so happy. It was like, she was so happy and jolly. It's like she ain't say nothing about no church, no past depression, no nothing. It was like she was on a bubble. I guess she like, ain't no need to bring that shit up. I'm here. I'm chilling. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So
Right.
they had a flat. It was so many little things happening, and we was on the side of the road, and they was still bubbly. We went and got something to eat and everything. We like, fuck it, leave the car. Ain't nothing we can do.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? We didn't miss the AAA guy. We just had a good time. You know what I'm saying?
That's
So
what's up.
it's a
That's
situation
what's
where
up.
I thank you, and I can't wait to meet you when you come to North Carolina. You always been a number one supporter from day one. You know what I'm saying? You
Right. That's
support
right.
the Naked Girls. It's
That's
a
right.
beautiful thing. So Bears and Bubbles, you spoke about that. Naked Girls, the book. Speak on that, because people don't realize that this
The
is a.
naked girls.
Let
The
me finish real
naked.
quick.
Okay, I'm sorry.
It's all good. People don't realize this is a triune. Bears and Bubbles is like the little brother to the Naked Girl book. The Naked Girl book
Right.
is like the in your fucking face self help. It's the proof that Bears and Bubbles is real. And Total Woman is Chris's journey through Bears and Bubbles to becoming naked and becoming the Total Woman. They don't understand that this all branded. So you spoke on Bears and Bubbles. Now speak on the Naked Girl. You got the book right. You read the book right.
I just finished reading it. Yep.
Okay, speak on
To,
what attracted you to the Naked Girl concept and getting the book, and what has that done for you?
well, the naked girls I found obviously through you, and I began to watch Shamika Michelle and her transparency and me being a transparent person too. A lot of people say I'm too transparent, and I don't understand that phrase. But I said, wow. First, and I'm gonna just be honest. When the word naked, because when I say to follow the naked girls, they be like naked. It's transparency. It just throws people, and it threw me too. But I continued to follow that sister, and I was just like, wow, this is me. This is me right here. Like this is my sister right here. You know what I'm saying? And then Chris was kind of shy. Chris, to me, this is just my personal opinion.
Yeah, give your
Chris
opinion.
she didn't really want to talk. She seemed really shy, in the beginning when you have her on the videos. But I watched Chris blossom, man. I'm gonna tell you, Chris is inspiration for me, as well. I watched Chris go from this shy and only because she's so transparent and saying her self confidence and self esteem. So looking at Chris was looking at me. Looking at Shamika is looking at where I'm trying to get as a woman. So I have both of these sisters together, and I'm saying, okay, I struggle with depression and low self-esteem and no confidence and all this shit, the same as Chris. But then I'm looking at Shamika like, this is where I'm trying to be, so I'm going to follow her because I'm trying to be just like her. And people all, I work in my community a lot. People say, you got it. You have the power. But it's my depression and low self-esteem that keeps me from moving into the place where I'm very powerful. Reading the book, it was like reading my life. That's just the bottom line. So many similarities. I mean, damn near the whole damn book from marriage, divorce. I mean, just married men, just the whole book was like a reflection of my life. And for her to pour out, people told me to write a book a long time ago, 2 years ago, and I said no. Well, I started writing, but Shamika gave me that push. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, this is to telling it off. I'm just as transparent. I mean, my story is a little different, but those sisters and watching them move about, they should have been in Grand Rapids in July. That was the plan. But see, I fell off. You know what I'm saying? I had to get myself together. And like I told Shamika, I'm not going to pick up no microphone until I know that I'm on a way to some serious healing, because I thought I was healed in the past. I did Blog Talk for almost 2 years. I ran a network not for 2 years, for about a year and a half. You know what I'm saying? And I'm on helping the sisters, and I helped a lot of sisters. But I understand that when your energy, when you're trying to be in a community and lead a community or lead a people, your energy has to be right. You may help them, but you're not helping them to the fullest capacity that you can help somebody because you still struggling with shit yourself.
It's
So
like
as
Jesus
leaders
said,
of those,
you giving them, like Jesus said in the Bible, when the people came, he used the 2 5 loaves of bread and this 2 fish to feed all those people, and they had food left over. He met that physical need. You know, you out there, you giving food, you giving clothes, you giving love, time, touch, and interaction. But if you, like you said, if you're not right on the inside, they not getting the vibration, they're not getting the clarity from you. So they're gonna always come back for food. But I didn't mean to cut you off, but I had to throw that in there.
But that's a great example. And so I understood in my growing, because I'm continually growing. Like, to me, it's not about a spotlight. I told Shamika Carter, she was like, what's up for July? I said, sis, until I get right, I can't stand at no I can't stand, with no microphone and do anything. You know what I'm saying? We had an event recently. I had to present some awards in my community. And I found myself in a room full of people, and I'm like, use your voice. Source said, use your voice. I spoke on mental health issues. I wasn't trying to take no mic that day for that. But when I looked into the room and seen about 50 black people in my community, I spoke to the issues, encouraging them to admit, be accountable, because we all deal with that shit. People think I'm crazy because I say that shit, but ain't nothing wrong with me. I got some problems, but I'm fixing my shit. I can't be too crazy. I'm myself.
Mental health is the problem in the black community. Like, we don't understand. We don't understand that drugs, drug abuse, sex, the fucking child rate, the unemployment rate, that's all due to mental health. Like, when I say mental health, now I'm not one of these cats that break down the DSM-5 and get all these diagnoses and blah, blah, blah. I'm talking about, what if that won't real? What if that book won't real? I'm talking about the difference in feeling good and goddamn and feeling bad. Mental health is our thing. That's our problem. We are all victims of post-traumatic stress. We are all victims of capitalism, of the slave trade. We're victims of that. And you're a victim of that whether you believe it or not, because you came out into a world where somebody else already had the power over you because they were born into a different set of rules and a different skin color. The people in power now, the senators and congressmen, they came out already set up. You know what I'm saying? You came out to be a servant still.
That's right.
So we are victims. Right. So we have homes without two parents. We have bad co-parenting situations. We have drug-infested communities, violence. And that all affects our mental health, our mental clarity. And that's what I'm about. See, people don't understand. I have a master's in education with a double concentration in behavioral and emotional disabilities and learning disabilities. You understand? Which I think are two made up things. There's no such thing as a learning disability. You can teach a monkey to sign language. You goddamn sure can teach a child to read. I taught a deaf and mute guy how to sign his name and write his ABCs, and I got awards for it because in 40 years they thought that he couldn't even hold a goddamn pencil because when they put one in his hand, he won't interested in holding it, so he would always throw it down. But it's a situation where, I mean, mental health. We are, as black people, all of us are bipolar. According to the word bipolar, that's being manic and depressive. Manic is all over the place, mania. I don't know what's going on. The fear from being shot, killed, and murdered produces mania. The fear from not providing for your family produces mania. The fear for looking for love and acceptance produces mania. So we're manic. I want a man. I want this. I need a better job. I need this. I could get killed today. Anything can happen. That's manic. That's mania. And then we go from that to sitting down to depression. Your booty showing, baby. Then, say what? No. And then we go from mania to depression. Oh, man, I'm sad that I have to worry about these bills. I'm upset that I have to worry about my children. I'm upset that I can't get along. I'm upset that every time I go on to goddamn Facebook, Their suggestions fights. I can't find peace. I can't find a space on this world where I can have peace, because when I turn on the TV, I get more depressed because they gaying me to death. They violencing me to death. They criming me to death. Then I get manic all over again. That's why people see me all the time. I give them the truth. Crying and Cussing is an album. You see me cuss and cry. All I do is cry and cuss. I'm giving you the tools. I'm showing you I am manic just like you, just like everyone else. I am depressed just like you, just like everyone else. But other people self-medicated in ways, clothes, shoes, food, drugs, and they can't hide it. They're hiding it real good. But I want us to stop hiding it and fix it, goddammit. Because I see it all over motherfuckers, because I'm an empath and I read your mind. So when I walk up on you, I can tell what your vice is, what's going on, what's the deal. So if I'm walking around, I'm like, yo, we got to fix this. I almost lost my marriage because my wife was manic depressant. Oh my God, I love my husband. I don't want to know, what is he going? Where is he going? What is he going to do? And my wife never was like that. I always say that. I got the perfect wife. My wife watched 4 episodes of Love and Hip Hop because the girls at the shop were watching it. By the time she got to the 4th one, she asked me to watch the 5th one with her. On the 5th episode, I took the goddamn remote from her. I said, turn this goddamn shit off. You finna go crazy. Watch. And I said, when you go crazy, don't be asking me no goddamn questions. And just to show us she could, she went crazy in the nicest way possible. Could you text me at 12? What's going on? Just want to say hi. I get off at 5:30, 5:38. Hey, baby, we need some soap. What time are you coming home? That's that mania. And you're not finna fool me. You are worried about me checking up on my dick because you've been watching that Stevie J shit. You know what I'm saying? And that shit made me manic. That shit had me loving my wife one minute, hating her the next. Goddamn, you gonna question me every day? I wanna fuck something. I wanna hit something. I wanna throw something down. I'm going crazy. It had me going crazy.
I went through that. My last relationship, my best friend. I dated my best friend, my last relationship. My insecurity fucked it up. And he told me, he said, I could deal with a lot of stuff, but this insecurity shit, you know, and I just want to say this too. People ask me all the time, you're a beautiful looking girl.
You are a beautiful girl. Your sister's beautiful, mom is beautiful.
Why are you insecure? Looks don't have shit to do with being insecure. You want to know my story? I'm writing it in the fucking book. You can inbox me. I'll tell you my story. I've been beat down, but I allowed that. Then I had to ask myself, why did I allow that? Why did I hold the secret that I was raped at 6 years old until 40-some years old? Why did I hold that in? Why I didn't tell nobody that I was raped another time? You know what I'm saying? In another time. Why did I hold that shit suppressed? You suppress that shit, and then later in life, you got to deal with that shit. So that's why I said, you know,
my wife is a rape victim. I would love to hear you guys talk one day, because I did a research paper in college, and this is a side note. This is what I say about mania. I was molested when I was a little boy. You know what I'm saying? By an older guy when I was about 5. And then I got molested by a goddamn 17-year-old girl when I was about 7 and 6. But I like that. You know, the molestation from a man, he just made me pull my wee-wee out and made me lick on his wee-wee, pluck my little wee-wee. Little shit like that. That shit don't bother me because I was a child, 4, 5 years old. I don't attribute that to me being gay or attribute that to me have done some gay shit. You know, the gay shit that I think I did as a kid was showing my dick to my boy cousins, and we measuring dicks and seeing who can piss the fathers and shit like that. But that's childish behavior. So we all did little shit like that. But as I was doing the research, the paper to do is theory called experimental petting, is what people do. They touch people close proximity to them. You touch your cousins, your neighbors' kids, or the babysitter's kids, or little shit like that. I came across the startling numbers, and you know, it's just research, so you can't ground this shit. But it was basically like saying if you're in the African American community, you have been sexually violated or assaulted. Pretty much everybody. Now, if everybody walking around and been raped or been touched or molested, then we all have some goddamn underlying fucked up feelings going on about
That's
sex.
right.
And when we're
That's
using
right.
sex for certain things and doing certain things for sex and not doing certain things, and we're not what am I saying, equitable partners for people, because I got my asshole abused when I was 15. You know how many women I heard said niggas just tried to force their dick in their ass back in the day, when I guess that shit got real popular. You know what I'm saying? And just
Mm-hmm.
the shit that women have gone through sexually. And that's what, so what we do is no different than my brother. We came up in a household with smoking, drinking, and cussing. My brother don't smoke or drink. You know what I'm saying? He was just like, I ain't
Right.
doing that shit. So either you gonna gravitate to sex or not gravitate to sex. So Chris is in here now, she eating, but y'all ain't got to talk about that now. But I think that's when I'm gonna have a subject, as I facilitate these conversations, because this is about to get real. This is a real show. It's gonna be funny. Sexual violation. She says she got raped at 6 and again in her older life and never said nothing until she was 40.
Both times.
So she's saying
Both
she got,
times.
yeah, she's saying she got raped 4 times. So it's a
But I'm
situation.
not a product. I'm not gonna be. I chose to not be a product of my past. But it fucked me. I mean, in real talk, it really fucked up my life. It really, really did. The depression and shit. Well, man, every time something would happen in my life, the first vision I had was the first rape. Why didn't I tell? You know what I'm saying? So it went deep for me. But I went. I got a holistic therapist. My sister took me to a counselor in the inner city. And I was like, one day I called her. I said, I need some help. Straight up. This was back in February. She came and got me. She said, I'm going to find you somebody to talk to. They tried to put me on medication. I told her, I seen a counselor. Then she wanted me to come back and see a therapist, a psychologist. I said, well, shit, I done studied this shit. I already know they just finna inner city, low income. They finna put me right on some medication. But I said, let me just go see, because I taught on it before on Blog Talk. But I wanted to straight up see for myself. Showed up in 3 minutes. Bitch didn't help me. I thought she was at least, let me just give her a chance. Give me some resources other than you want to suppress me with an antidepressant, and then you read the pamphlet on the antidepressant paper, the prescription, it say may cause suicidal thoughts. Now, why would anybody want to give somebody that's depressed, severely depressed, medication that will cause suicidal thoughts?
But let me ask you this, Missy.
Let
me ask you this, and this is what I'm saying. I spoke to my aunt. My aunt is 57 years old, have been on pills her whole life, drugs, depression, off and on, never had kids, never married, just living, been molested, all that shit. Now, my aunt has a great job and great insurance. I talked to my aunt 45 minutes. My aunt bawled out crying. I had owed my aunt $600. She said, don't give me no money back. My aunt bawled out crying. She said, motherfucker, you a genius. She said, you fixed me in 45 minutes. She said, I'm fixed. She said, I done paid thousands of dollars. Now, let me ask you something. Everything that you said you went through, as I taught this class, did that, I mean, I'm not trying to take no credit, but did that shit not fix you?
Jay, I mean, you get all the credit, honestly. Like, I really, when I think back, that's why I'm finna drive 12 hours by myself.
And you already sent me some money before.
Yes, a few times. I have to bought the detox, bought the CD, got the Black Monopoly T-shirt, got the motherfucking book for Shamika. Like, this is where I worked in a lot of organizations, and other than the one I've been involved with in my community, I work with different other ones. Talking on Blog Talk fucking radio, which I was a part of for quite a long time, that ain't shit. I didn't even want people on the network if they wasn't physically moving in their communities, because sitting on Blog Talk talking about our problems and what we need to be doing, and then you're not fucking doing it, I don't want you on the network. I want people that's leading by example. I watched you. But I've been watching you since the Mexican House. You know what I'm saying? So we talked about you on Blog Talk many times. The Mexican House, all that. You called into my radio show when we did Black Kings Appreciation Month. And I was like, oh, my God, you called into my show. And you was like, why is you yelling? I'm like, because you're a celebrity. And she was like, humble and shit. But I told you, Jay, you was going to blow up. I told you. I felt that shit. I knew it because you had something to say. And you are helping to transform people. Me, I don't know what I would have did if I couldn't get up. My alarm was set to go off to get up in time enough to watch you, to get up. And when I open my eyes, to even I didn't feel the strength to even talk to myself, let alone pray for myself, pour libations. You know what I'm saying? Meditate. I couldn't do that shit. I was too weak-minded. That's just what it was. But I was able to turn on. Sometimes I wouldn't even look at y'all. I just have my phone. I just be listening. I'm like, okay, wake up every morning, 17 seconds of affirmations. I still do that to this day, 6 months later. Like, I watch shit shift for me. That's fucking jobs that I didn't think I would have because of my criminal past. Them motherfuckers said, hired. I had 3 jobs at once. I just got 2 more jobs. Got hired yesterday and another hired last week. I gotta work. I mean, I have a business idea, but right now I need to stack some paper, so I gotta go out here and work. But I'm not gonna work for these people. Right, exactly. But I'm telling you, if people that's why I told my sister, just give them a chance. She gave you a chance, and then she was texting me, "You on your high bubble today?" Says I'm having a bad day. Jump on your high bubble. Me and my sister, we're going to start a Naked Girls chapter here. That's why I'm driving down, because I want to get the gist of everything these sisters is doing up close and personal. That's why I'm driving down. This is a business trip for my spirit, so I could bring what I have learned from you all to say I've met them, I round table with them, we broke bread together, we loved on each other, inspired each other, and then I could bring that energy home and start my work back in this community, because I stopped everything. I said, I'll be an assistant. They want me to come back on Blog Talk Radio. I said, not while I'm broken.
You know what's crazy?
It's not that serious.
This is what people don't understand about a transference of energy. The Bible is so full of esoteric knowledge, and this is why I have to go on the road, and I go on the road, and people say certain things. When that dude said he had to touch the hem of Jesus' garment and he was healed, and the Bible said Jesus felt energy leave him. See, that guy had made up in his mind. They don't understand the law of attraction. Jesus would actually touch people and heal them. You see my hand? Jesus would reach out and touch something. Touch this microphone and heal it. So Jesus was making a conscious effort. Now, I'm not saying I believe the goddamn stories. I'm telling you that esoteric knowledge in the story. When Jesus would reach out and touch something, energy would leave him and he would heal it. This man was so afraid of Christ and so knew that he wasn't the right race of person to be approaching Jesus. He made up in his mind, if I just touch the hem of his fucking garment. Y'all don't understand that. Y'all don't understand what they trying to tell y'all. They trying to tell you, when you believe in somebody, there's an energy transferred through physical contact. They don't understand the moral of the story. So when that man touched Jesus, he was healed instantly. And Jesus turned and said, oh shit, power just left my body. Now Jesus turned and said, oh shit, power just left my body, because Jesus was used to administering power. But he know how it felt when power was drained from him. See, I know how it feel when power is being drained from me. I know I'm a life source. I know I'm a battery. You see what I'm saying? Jesus said, oh shit, I just felt like power left me and I ain't just healed nobody. And Jesus turned around and he looked at the dude, and the dude was made whole. Jesus said, explain. Jesus was appalled. The man said, I believed if I just touched your goddamn clothes, I'd be healed. Jesus said, oh boy, it's faith in you like no other man in Israel. Jesus said, you don't have to be. It's just like the centurion. When he came to Jesus, they said, hey man, Jesus was in a hurry. They said, look, I need you to speak the word that my daughter be healed. Jesus said, take me to her so I can touch her and heal. See, he was teaching Jesus stuff. See, Jesus said, don't call him master teacher. Don't call him rabbi. He said, I'm like you. I'm your Jesus. Jesus said, look, take me to your daughter, man. Jesus was used to administering his power through giving, through touch. The man said, no, nigga, you in a hurry. You, Jesus, you got shit to do. Speak the word and my daughter will be healed. Jesus said, you think I could speak it and she be healed? The Romans say, you goddamn right. I can speak it Jesus said, you a Roman soldier who's been sent to lord over my people and kill me, but you believe in me more than my own fucking people. That's why I had to leave Durham. You see what I'm saying? This story is a story that this white man that put together to show you how to reach your higher self and to get all the things, everything that I ever wanted will be given to me.
That's right.
And I'm trying to teach it to my people, but they think I'm crazy. They think I cuss too
let
much. Now you know I can teach this shit without cussing.
Let them think. Let them think that. You the what they say. Many are qualified, but few are chosen. Hey, don't it say something like that? Many are qualified, but few are chosen. You don't want everybody, unfortunately, like Garvey said, shit, I don't want everybody going back with me.
Don't.
You see what I'm saying?
Omalola said that on the thread. She said, that's exactly how I felt when y'all came to my house, brother. I felt power when I hugged you the first time. There's no way to say, but it's power to the 10th degree.
That's when and I swear this on everything. Couple days ago, I thought about what you just said. This how we vibe, because I think about y'all all the time. I'm praying. We need to be uplifting you and asking that spirits of the ancestors to protect y'all, because you are the Black Messiah, Black Napoleon. You see what I'm saying? That's how I see you. Like, I could never lose contact. Like you said, I don't know what motherfuckers would do if they couldn't tune in. We depend on you. But we have to understand that, what if Jay ain't here no more? Do we think about what we going to do if Jay not here no more?
Because that's what that Patreon shit does. That Patreon says, set this shit up, charge a fee for every video. If they can't see it, fuck them. That's what that Patreon shit does.
That's right.
And, Dennis Sperling, he a lawyer. He told me about it. I had about 50 people told me about it. And when I look at it, I said, man, I know that I'm a power source for people, but understand, this is what people don't understand, the way a car works. A car has a battery and it has an alternator, okay? A car battery is the power source to the battery. Meaning, without a battery, the car won't crank. Right. So it's the initial power. Crank the car with the battery, then the battery's power goes into the alternator. The alternator keeps the car running. Once you crank the car with the battery, you can take the fucking battery out of it. The alternator keeps the car running. Y'all understand that? The alternator keeps the car running. So what I'm saying to you, I am the power source. Right. Y'all are the alternator.
The alternators. That's beautiful.
Without an alternator, the battery would die. Because batteries die. Every time I initiate power to crank the car, it goes into the squad, and they're the alternator. And then I can sit the fuck down. I don't have to do nothing else once I've cranked the car. But while they're doing what they do, the alternator's doing what it's doing, it's charging me for the next time when the car is cut off. I got some charge for them again.
That's right.
That's what it is. That's what the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit is. It's a car, a battery, and an alternator. The Bible said Jesus, God is the power, right? Jesus is the alternator, and the Spirit is the car. The Spirit is the thing that moves. Everything moves and triumphs. That's what alchemy is. One thing plus one thing equals a third different thing. Hydrogen plus oxygen creates water. Hydrogen is one total thing. 2 molecules of hydrogen and 1 molecule of oxygen infused creates water. 2 molecules of hydrogen and 2 molecules of oxygen. The same things that create water, when you add 1 more oxygen molecule, it creates what? Hydrogen peroxide. Peroxide is just water with 1 added molecule of oxygen. That's why it bubbles up. Good God Almighty. Do y'all understand? I have a supers master class where I teach. They won't let me go there. This is the most basic fundamental level shit. But we had to get this out and have to get this out to get us the full accountability. So me teaching the class in turns powers me up. That's why I'm so whereas the average motherfucker be like, man, get that money. I'm like, money don't charge me.
Right.
Money don't charge me.
That's right.
Money do not charge me. People charge me. You think Martin Luther King did what he did for money? You think Bob Marley did what he did for money? You think John Lennon, John F. Kennedy, you think these motherfuckers, Gandhi, you think motherfucking Adolf Hitler? I'm naming my heroes now. Adolf Hitler's a hero of mine. Gandhi, Bob Marley, Marcus Garvey. These are heroes. You think they did that shit for money? No, sir. Money don't charge me. I can make some money. I can make some money just off basically saying, hey, I'm shutting my shit down. Patreon, if you want to look at me, just look at me. And then I could just do like build up and wait. You just wait and build. Say like this. I need $25 a week subscription for Patreon. Now, if money charged me, one Patreon subscriber per week would make more money for me than Facebook does. People don't pay me money for Facebook videos. People don't pay me money for YouTube videos. If I had 10 people that subscribe to Patreon, I'm not stupid. There are 10 black women that would pay $25 a month just to see my fucking face. Are you fucking kidding me?
Right.
But I don't. Why? Because of the other motherfuckers that don't have that. And that fucking $250 does not charge me. It doesn't energize me. The people energize me. What she's saying energizes me. That energizes me. That's why I have to meet the people. Lord have mercy. You have made this such a great day for me. Chris is trying to speak to you.
I see how in a lot of the great movements when you say people that didn't have families, that they was forced to like be out by themselves because, you know, it's like the only reason why money is a conversation is because you have a family. And it's like, you know, I often, not often.
Let me say this so they can get the background. I'm a prophet. Prophets didn't have wives and shit. Because prophets had to be on the move. Prophets didn't have children. I don't have biological children. There's a reason for that. I'm a fucking prophet. Ain't like I ain't got no bitches pregnant or won't hit no pussy raw. It's just the way the universe set it up. I'm a prophet. I'm a prophet. A prophet has always been a big, strong, handsome man with a full beard yelling in the fucking wilderness. I'm a prophet. A prophet is not someone that predicts the goddamn future. A prophet is a person that teaches the people about the doom that's upon them if we don't change our ways. That's what the prophets in the Bible did. The prophets in the Bible didn't show up and say, everybody gonna get a house. If you got on, the prophet said, yo, get your shit together. This is what's coming. And I've never been wrong on Facebook. Ain't a son of a bitch alive can ever challenge me and came at me. They've done it. They can't. They can't. I'm a prophet from this universe to the people. I had to accept that. Now, if I didn't have a wife and kids, shit, I could just travel speaking, doing what the fuck I need to do, and fucking women at the least to take care of me. You fucking kidding me? Like, but I'm a new age prophet. My job is to restore the black family, so I need to have a fucking family. I need to be responsible to show that. But go ahead, Chris. Explain what you were saying about that.
No, I'm just saying, like, you know, so that's something that is often enough on my mind, especially as my career has shifted, you know, and then I have to question myself, you know, am I correcting myself, or am I pushing too hard where, you know, I am the woman who has grown up in a damn dope era. I am like that thing we were saying, the single mother who prostituted herself, you know what I'm saying, trying to get stuff. So here we are on this end of it. And it's like, I don't want to push for money, but then I'm like, am I supposed to say push for money? Because I know that you're not the type that will want to push for money. You get what I'm saying? It's just like where you find yourself as your helpmate, in the sense of saying where you push and where you let you just flow. You know what I'm saying? Because I know that that's not like that's not that's not the game plan. But I woke up to you.
Keep talking. Let me move this so
I
they can
woke
see
up to
you.
you when you were talking about how you felt as a kid and always having to pay for stuff. And I think that's where, I'm not saying I think, that's kind of where I am when I'm like, I feel like this is something that I want to do. Like, I want us to help people. I want to be a part of, you know, changing our race and stuff like that. But I don't want the kids to wind up the kids at the football field that don't have the money for the socks. You get what I'm saying? Because of that. And it's like, you know, just trusting and believing Source to make a way for us while you stay true, you know, aligned with your mission and, you know, what you know you're supposed to be doing and just not, you know, waver on that. So that's about it. But then I do think about, and that's when people see like Misty, I feel like you, like I'm in his presence all the time. Like I feel like I'm in the presence of God. You know what I'm saying? And I try to see him as my mate. And he think sometimes he be like, you don't see me like that. I think I see him like that to the 10th power. And it has often made me want to be so perfect the same way we come to God. Like I'm not worthy. You know what I'm saying? I have often felt like that, and it's been hard to, you know, split the difference. But when I say I knew I was going to have to share him with the world, I said it's almost like when Jesus say, like God, asking God, like, if it's possible that this cup passes you, because it's like I've been this hopeful romantic my whole life, bumped into a man that I was like, oh my goodness, this man is going to love me the way I want to be loved, just because it wasn't, I mean, I had duality with that. I'll talk about that another time. But anyway, you know that he's too good to pass up, put it like that. And then that quick, I knew I was going to have to share him. That quick. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know, like within the first 2 years, I knew I was going to have to share him, and I was going to have to figure out a way to be okay with that. I knew he was going to be everything to every woman. I knew every woman that came into his presence was going to be captured by him, and I didn't know how to be strong enough to handle that. And I knew that I was holding on for dear life. I wasn't never going to want to let it go. Like, I knew I wasn't never going to want to let it go. Although I may not have felt like he felt, in a sense, you know, when the man be in love with the inside and the woman be looking at the attributes on the outside. All I knew was that it felt right, and I was never going to want to let that go, which meant that if I was on this journey that I believe was true, that means I was going to have to find the strength somewhere to deal with the road ahead of me, and I didn't think I could do that. And without Beds and Bubbles, I would not have been able to do that, you know. But I thought that it was more important that let's just say the salvation of women was able to be had more than me just having what I wanted. And I don't know how I felt like that, why I felt like that. Well, I know why it's the source, you know what I'm saying? And, you know, as much as I do like being who I am now, like I said, it was something in me that just felt right and aligned with the situation. I just didn't know in my human form. I just didn't know how a woman could be okay.
Misty, what do you have to say to that?
You know, I want to first, Chris, I want to commend you. I salute you all the time. As you know, we comment as the video goes. I always tell you. I always say that you the shit, and you are. And coming from the same place as you, and I know we're not the only two sisters, but coming from a place as you and watch you transform. I mean, you reminded me, I call myself the Black Butterfly. You reminded me of that caterpillar in the cocoon to go through the chrysalis and go through all that transformation. And look at you, sister. Like, be proud of you. I always said it was going to take a strong woman to have a Javon Clark, and I said this before, you're like a Winnie Mandela, you're like a Coretta Scott King, you're like a Betty Shabazz. I mean, look at those women who they made sure their home was taken care of, they made sure their husbands was taken care of while they went out and helped our people. Mm-hmm. That's you, sister, and it does take a lot of strength to do that, but I thank you from the bottom of my heart that you wasn't selfish. I dated a brother in the movement before I understood that, you know, a lot of women, you know what I'm saying? It was the same thing. I wasn't secure enough. You know, but he wasn't ready either, you know, talking about the black woman queen, this and that. But I understood that I had to share him. I wasn't strong enough. It caused problems. So the fact that you carry this strength, you know, for your husband, because we need him. We need him. Like, I'm not ashamed to say, I need Javon Clark. I need you. I need Shamika Michelle. I need Omalola, Dr. Omalola, and the rest of them, Jamaica. Me and Jamaica, you know, before she became a naked girl, you know, me and her was vibing. So it's just interesting how, you know, I was vibing with Jamaica before she even became a naked girl. Let me check on this sister. She my Facebook friend. You know, let me inbox her and check on her. Then she became a naked girl, and I'm like, oh, damn, they clicked. You know, or she in that click. I didn't even know. But you're beautiful, so fine, deep fine. I'm better than you, though.
Let me tell you, your sister is hilarious because we'll be talking. She'll be like, I'm better than you. I'm like, okay. Just like mid-sentence, I'm talking about something else. So it's so dope.
Yeah, but I love you, sister, and I'm just so proud. I'm so proud of you, and you just keep getting up, and you strengthen me. I mean, I am you. You know what I'm saying? I am you. And I'm moving out of my place of complacency, and everybody say, you know, seeing something in me that I don't even see in myself, but I'm starting to get it, and it's through the Naked Girls, it's Shamika's book, it's, you know, the 21 Days of Alignment, the foundations, the horny classes, all those classes helped me tremendously. I didn't even have a therapist at that time. She came, I've only been to her the last, you know, few months, the therapist that I have. It was y'all that gave me my push to give me the strength to even go see a fucking therapist. So, you know,
and I be telling people all the time, man, like on some real shit. Hit us up for some therapy sessions, man. We ain't gonna crack your head off. We just gonna make it what's fair. You know what I'm saying? I talk to people hours at a time for free. You know what I'm saying? But it's getting to the point where it's, you know what's happening is getting to the point where I need to be making content. I need to be creative. I need to be putting shit out. It's getting to the point where I've given people enough where people need more. So when I be hustling now. Don't think I don't go up out and pick up cans and cut a little grass and do a little shit to make money for the house. But it's getting to the point where it's like, yo, like this shit is bigger than it's bigger than what I can hustle up now. You know what I'm saying? The people need it. So
especially when we taking the road trips, like it ain't like you just want to be at home. Like people want to feel like I was just saying. People want to feel your presence. It gives people hope also. We get a lot of people that's just like, yo, if y'all could just get out on the road and just drive and go see people, like I could surely get up and try to sell my product, my thing to the people's closest to me.
So Missy, we thank you for calling, sister. We looking forward to meeting you. We can't wait to meet you, and that ain't gonna do nothing but make Squad more excited to see us all bugging out together. You know you got somewhere to stay.
When you coming?
I'm leaving Thursday.
This Thursday?
I'm leaving Thursday. I have something that I have to wait on. I'm gonna be packed as soon as they give me the okay. My car is in the shop right now. I walked home today because I want to make sure I ain't on the side of no damn road nowhere.
You ain't gonna be. You're not gonna be on the side of the road nowhere. So you should get here by like what? Monday, Saturday, Sunday. No,
I'm leaving Thursday. I'm doing it in one day.
Oh, you're going to do it in one day? Okay, cool. I just want to make sure because, you know, you got Black Brilliance next week and then we got Charlotte. So you're going to stay for how many days? Are you going to be able to go to Charlotte with us, maybe?
What day y'all going to Charlotte?
It's next weekend. Not this weekend, next weekend.
And I got to go to New York next weekend.
But you still here all during the week?
Be there Thursday, Tuesday. I got stuff I got to get back to and take care of.
Okay.
So damn, I wish I would have known that. I would have planned a little differently. But this is my birthday gift to me. Great. Yeah, I do all month. My birthday celebration.
You know what's good? So you'll be able to do Sundays with Shamika, and you'll be able to do Total Woman Tuesday. Hopefully.
Yeah, because she coming here this weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, and I got to be gone next weekend.
Yeah, so we'll be here. That's still perfect.
Yeah, that's perfect. That's perfect.
That's dope. That's
So,
dope. But I just wanna,
Oh, and Feedback Friday.
Say that. Go ahead. Go ahead.
I just want to say this. The church don't beg for money. They say they pass that little envelope around.
Mhm.
They not begging for money. And we should, and Javon and this team in Durham should not have to beg for shit. I drop shit in the PayPal as I can. They don't ask me. Stores tell me when to do it. You know what I'm saying? So let's support this movement because it's power in this. This shit helped me. I wanted to help everybody.
Mm-hmm.
So be accountable, family. That's what helped me too. Driving down the street sad, then I say, shit, be accountable for your shit. And then I was on my green bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So peace and blessings. I will call me later, Chris, this evening, okay?
Okay.
And I'm going to just pop the link up, you know what I'm saying? I'm going to set up the super chat for the YouTube. But the Patreon shit, I might use that for counseling sessions or something. Because at the end of the day, that's some whack shit to me. Like, to tell a motherfucker if they don't pay you, they cannot.
Well, that's where I'm just going to be different. Because I'm like, the stuff that we talk about with our relationship stuff.
You wasn't in here.
About.
Listen, you wasn't in here. You didn't understand me. You had what you needed growing up. Your mom provided for you. She had a boyfriend, whatever. You did not live the life I lived growing up. I was always a motherfucker that never had. Someone always provided for me. So to definitely not with bears and bubbles. Think about how
not bears and bubbles
listen. Don't you know everything I do gonna be just as life changing as bears and bubbles though? Do you think I'm gonna actually create some shit that ain't fucking life changing for our people? So it's a situation where to say you cannot hear me at all.
Oh no, I didn't.
No, listen what I'm saying. Listen what I'm saying. Certain subjects, like say for example, when we do the love and marriage, the straight up when we give people a look into our real life marriage, like how we've made it, our struggles, the things that we've gone through, that'd be something like, if you ain't fucking married, you don't need to fucking see that.
That's all I was
If you ain't in a relationship, you don't need to fucking see that. That right there is just a motherfucker being nosy.
Yeah, that's all I was
So that's when I'm talking about paying for something.
Yeah.
But everybody on an individual basis needs bears and bubbles. They need certain shit.
Don't do that for bears and bubbles.
No, I'm just saying, I mean, even in the fucking idea, there may be a married couple that needs fucking help. You know, and can't afford. You know what I'm saying? I just believe, like she said, I'm going to throw the fucking PayPal link up. I ain't going to talk about it every day. I'm going to just throw the fucking link up. If you see it, if you want to give whenever you want. $1, $2, $3, $4, whatever the fuck you want. You know what I'm saying? But just it's just a situation to hear her say what the class has done for her life. What if she wouldn't have had access to that? What if she would have had to pay? What if she wouldn't have got that? You see what I'm saying? You see what I'm saying? I just believe everything I ever wanted gonna be given to me the right way, the right time, the right whatever. Naturally, you're a fucking female. You're gonna look at certain things differently.
I mean, I only look at it like that for love and marriage. I ain't never think we should charge for bears and bubbles. I felt that people should know that if they want to give, they can, because you say it so much. I've had people that inbox me that don't know if they should give. I ain't talk about even that PayPal, the 444. It could have been your regular PayPal. So that's what I'm just like. And me learning too and understanding step 1, step 2, step 3. There is a part that I'm like, okay, let's make sure we're not canceling out step 2s. But I only care about that for love and marriage. Mm-hmm. Everything else, I think information should be free. You know what I'm saying? And
in the love and marriage situation, certain things I'm going to put on the Patreon because it's specialized information. That's just like if I was up here talking about fucking cooking. If you want to learn how to fucking cook, you can pay to learn how to cook. If you don't want to learn, you know what I'm saying? Specialty shit.
Yeah.
But the YouTube page, I'm going to open up the super chat. People can give on that shit. I think the way they got that set up is like if a person give, what they give pop up. And then I guess it's designed to motivate other motherfuckers.
You know I like being up here. So the last thing I want is for us to damn close some shit down. That's less time I could be up here damn talking, running my mouth.
But see, what people don't realize when you're trying to monetize people, that's what it's about. It's actually from breaking down. I done watched all these go funds and all this shit to analyze it. It's basically saying I'd rather have 10 motherfuckers paying me than to have
Oh,
a
no.
million motherfuckers not watching me. That's what it boils down to.
Yeah.
Because what people don't realize is this. No matter how many motherfucking following you got to pay your bills. And they don't realize the more comfortable you are in paying your bills and handling the shit, the more content you can give them. The more shit, the more we can make the show
more free
look
mind
better
you have.
and prettier. To think, because people act like the Bears and Bubble shit, the meditation and the shit that goes in that to even be able to teach that. I have to block out all the bills, all the struggle, all the to even have my sanity. Because let me finish this. Because for 6 or 7 months they've seen me every day. And they've seen me every day, and they've probably seen me have 2 or 3 breakdowns. And that was over the fucking GoFundMe shit. You know what I'm saying? But people can tell when you're not on your shit. You can't fake motherfuckers out because they know your energy, they know your vibe, they know how you hold your mouth, they know how you hold your face. They can tell when we ain't on our shit. You see what I'm saying? So I have had to stay bubbled up simply for that. But go ahead, put your thing up, baby. Go ahead.
Oh no, I mean I was just saying like I mean I so get it. You know, like I said, I would do the shit for nothing as long as we could damn pay to live. I mean, and that's the thing that I always say when we talking to our source and where we being clear at, because you got 2 people up here that don't care to have a lot, right? We want just enough. So it's just like, are we making ourselves live in just enough land because that's all we care about? Like, I didn't grow up under your circumstances.
Well, I believe this
this
is the thing. Say, for example, the Naked Girl album. I think that shit gonna sell like crazy. I think y'all gonna blow. I think y'all gonna be millionaires and famous for that. I'm just telling the people, until the other side.
That's why I told them
and really, just so motherfuckers can know me, like for real. And I'm gonna make one of the realest statements you ever gonna hear me make. But y'all know me. I'm really just want to say who helped till we get to the other side, because revenge is my biggest bubble. And everybody that don't help, I'm going to rub it in your fucking face. I'm going to personally call your fucking name out and say you could have helped. I'm going to Floyd Mayweather. I'm going to personally call your fucking name out. I'm going to say you could have helped. For the motherfuckers that watch me every day, the people I know, the friends and family that know what we're doing that don't help, I'm going to make fucking sure you eat your fucking words. So that's just me like, hey, we're on this side now. We're finna be on that side. We're going to need a big staff. We're going to need this. We're going to need people to do this. We're going to need to invest in people. We're going to need people. When I say invest in people, I want everybody on this shit to have their own business so they can give somebody a job in their fucking neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? I want the story to be told, Javon Clark gave me this much money because I donated to his PayPal and I started my business. Now I got 10 fucking employees. So that's kind of what it is about with me. You know what I'm saying? Just in a roundabout way is my way of seeing who really down. The only way you can see if a motherfucker really down or not, that you don't know. Now, if I walk in your house, I can feel if you're lying or not. But the only way you can see if a motherfucker really down is for a motherfucker to support you. And like I've always said, support is different than buying. You buy a detox. When you give me some money just because I gave you a fucking video, to me, that's you're giving me something. I'm not giving you anything back. You're supporting me for the information I've given you. You know what I'm saying? Life-changing information. So that's just kind of how it is. You know, how I look at stuff, just being real about it.
And I guess my thing is on the, even though I'm in the inside, but on the outside looking in, I guess I'm like, wow, I know how it could have been done such a whole totally different way where we wouldn't even have to talk about finessing some shit.
Wow. I
Look, you know
I can goddamn switch games up Sunday and start preaching for the Lord and said I've been changed and Christians will give me the fucking money I want just so they can watch me goddamn and share the video and say, y'all remember that motherfucker that was a heathen? We told y'all Jesus done got him. I could go to church. I could walk in any church in Durham tomorrow and just, I repent. Oh, I've been talking on Facebook. That's the nigga from Facebook. That's gross. Oh, I want to represent your church because the Lord told me to come here. You know, I don't have no shame in my game. That's acting. I can do that, but that's charlatanry. Yeah. That's being a fucking fool. That's vicking the people. Yeah. I can easily do that. God damn.
Yeah.
It's so many other ways, you know what I'm saying? It's so many other ways.
Exactly.
But I want to show the people that we can do it like we're doing it. I'm so glad Misty called in. This show is my show. Well, I can't wait for me, you, and Shamika to be get up here and bug out. Because the funny thing about it is, I'm a random motherfucker. Shamika is more of a Twitter person. She follows different talk shows and shit so she can be up to her current events. I'm not watching no goddamn TV so I can have no fucking subject to talk to these motherfuckers about. I'm just not going to do it. So the day I got up here to talk about Michael Vick and that son of a bitch said Colin Kaepernick need to cut his hair and he come into the league with goddamn cornrows. So I wanted to talk about that. Then we got into talking. Yeah, that was the conversation. Then we got into Kaepernick. Then we got into goddamn Missy call in. We got into goddamn talking about the money. Got into the Patreon shit. And it's just, that's how we do. I'm a random motherfucker. Right now I'm finna give y'all a jam real quick as we get ready to roll this thing out of here. How do I want to jam? You know, it's just a jam effect of life. You know what I'm saying? I might want to just talk over some music. You know? Yeah, man, I just might want to just jam out over some music. I just like the setup. No Blog Talk Radio. This is my setup. Nigga rigged. Figured out how to do it. I said, I want to be on the fucking radio. I want to have a radio show. But I want it to be physically broadcasted at the same time. That's somebody right there calling me. I want it to be physically broadcasted at the same time, live. And I just say, fuck it. We're going to use YouTube, a mixer, some mics, and some phones. And then we ran off on the plug. Told Sprint, fuck y'all. And then I'm just but I am really excited about where we're going. I'm gonna have the Uncle Sylvester hour, and I'm finna just put out content. And I believe that the content that I put out, whether it's documentary or real funny shit or just talking, I believe people gonna be like, yo, this nigga is really going hard. This nigga is really making this shit worth our while. And all the change we need for everything to do gonna come. And then when the album drops, that shit gonna sell. And y'all gonna switch off on to the world and change the world. So any closing remarks by Chris Clark?
I second that.
I second that emotion. Emotional. I'm emotional and I can't let go. I second that emotion. Money, power, and respect. That shit don't test me. I'm better than that. That's all I needed, Colin. The simplicity of life. Y'all keep it real. Y'all be good. It seemed like you feel this, like you can hear better with both headphones on. Remember I told you, I said you should have on both headphones, but you have one off because you copying other people.
No, sometimes I can, but I ain't listening for no words. If I'm listening for words, sometimes I have to. Or if it's low, you know, I was saying maybe the music, I gotta adjust the music or something because I don't.
But what you saying when you say you ain't listening to words, you're not listening for words because you know your words.
Yeah.
And if you know where to breathe at, you ain't listening for rhythm because you know everything.
I thought I was supposed to follow once I lay it down. Okay.
Yeah, you can follow, but if you know, that's just like I can say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, J, K. You know it. Then I can say A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, B, C, D.
I know definitely
A,
the
B,
music
C.
is lower.
You see what I'm saying? You said
Because
so.
sometimes but you have told me, I was like, that I do like how that feels for both too. I just don't like if it's loud. I feel like I can't hear myself singing over top of the make me feel like I gotta sing too hard or something.
That's when you just turn the mic up.
That's what I'm saying. Okay.
But then you also the type of person when you hear yourself singing loud, you get scared and pull
But
back.
some of that is I'll be scared for all type of reasons.
See now we gotta reassess because I got a scared motherfucker that don't need to hear themselves, but then I had somebody that needed. No, I'm telling you now. I'm trying to explain to you because of all the fucking spooky, scary shit you done did in the past. I don't know how you need to record. I'm a teacher. As I sit down here and listen at you, you're sitting at a fucking microphone with both headphones on. This is very hard for me to sing like this because I hear myself too much, so it makes me pull back. You're doing well. So I'm assessing you. I said, maybe you need to, but I told you that as we were recording, you need to have both headphones on. But then you would be like, well, I can't hear. I said, you can't hear because you ain't fucking focusing. You know what I'm saying? So it was so many things that was affecting the process. That's why we finna go back through every song and just tune it out. And you know what I'm saying? Family, it's been real. It's been wonderful. We love y'all. A, B, C, D.